Hello everyone, Elias here, and today before my footage gets old, I just wanted to show you how I finally got to build my first computer. Now, I bought the pieces for this computer on Cyber Monday, December 1st, 2019. I don't know how much it saved me, but I'll probably go back and see. Like, I probably saved at least like $500, and I guess you would say it costed me just about $1,000. And with a kid like me who has no job, we finally did it, guys. I've been planning on building this computer since Christmas 2018. So it was very rewarding once I built this all. So I spent most of my Friday afternoon and the next Saturday morning working on building this PC a week before my semester 1 finals. So I would say I spent about 4 to 6 hours building this PC as a beginner with no experience. I hope you know that the point of the video is not to like show off to you guys that I spent more than $1,000 on building this PC, because realistically I was broke after this. But I just wanted to show you guys how much it costed me, and I just wanted to show you the specific pieces I used for this PC, just to give you guys some ideas and something to base off of your own PC build if you guys are interested in building your own. And because I know some of my friends who may be interested in seeing this. So, now this is the part where I probably sound really nerdy and tell you all the specs and be like, oh my gosh, guys, Intel i7 with a RTX 2060, I can't get any better than this. Oh my gosh, guys, a 750 watt power supply? That's mega overkill. You really got it good this time, huh? Can't do this. Alright, so my specs are Intel i7 8700K on a Asus Z390 ATX motherboard with Corsair RGB 16 gigabytes of RAM, Corsair H100i CPU cooler, Platinum Edition, 750 watt EVGA power supply, an RTX 2060 Zotac Gaming Edition, and a Mushkin Source 500 gigabyte SSD drive. And this is all in a white Fractal Focus G ATX mid-tower case. Now please enjoy this peaceful montage of me building the computer. So I have to say, this PC fits all my personal needs. It's basically like my wife. I mean, life. It can do whatever I want it to do, and it gives me anything I could ever want, except love. Anyways, so building a PC, as you can see, it required a lot of reading to better understand all the wiring. I think I went into this project knowing pretty well what I was doing, because I did all my research and I've been thinking about this PC build for more than a year. So I think it was just like building Legos, how other people would say it. I did not know this, but until now, I just figured out how to change the RGB lighting. Oh my gosh, I'm really dumb. So I'm using the IQ app. Anyways, it was just hard for me at first to pair up the Corsair RGB with the Asus motherboard, but I guess I just figured it out on camera. So some beginner mistakes I had was I did not realize I did not need thermal paste for the H100i CPU cooler. Thermal paste was already pre-applied to the cooler, so basically that's $8 down the drain. I did not take full account for the size of the case, so I was unable to put the CPU cooler on the top which the Corsair instructions recommended it to be. So instead, I ripped off the fans that the case came with, which were just plain white LED fans, and I put the CPU cooler here to the side. My first time installing the graphics card, I accidentally put it in the wrong motherboard slot. Make sure you are using the correct size screw for just in general, because I had to go back many times and unscrew a lot of things and then screw in the right pieces, and most of the time it's just my eyesight that cannot differentiate between the small screws, because they all look the same small screws to me. So a few problems worth noting is, on my BIOS screen, it keeps on saying that there is a CPU fan error, even though the CPU fan looks and performs perfectly well. I don't know if this is the problem, but I used a 32GB flash drive to download this Windows 10 license I bought for $18, and I keep on getting this boot up error where instead of booting up on Windows 10, it keeps on going to the default BIOS setting of the motherboard. I don't know how to get around that. It's been already a month, so every time I turn on the PC, I have to select from the BIOS menu the Windows 10 boot up, or either exit the BIOS screen. The motherboard RGB also resets every time the PC is shut off. I keep having to go on the BIOS to shut off the RGB when the PC is in the turned off state, but when I click Save Changes and Reset, when it turns off, the BIOS reads motherboard RGB is on during shutoff. Few problems I had with my H100i is that the screw notches or pilot holes were all messed up. Threads of the screws would just not bite into the sides of the hole, leaving the screw loose. The only thing that would keep the screws in place were the threads of the PC case. This messed me up many times, and I ended up puncturing the ventilator while screwing in the screws. So that's all I have to say about my PC. Here's a performance test for all of you guys who are interested. Testing the i7-8700K with the RTX 2060.
You gotta go. It doesn't matter. You gotta go. This is it. There's no time for healing, bud.
Crap, you scared me. I apologize. You scared the shit out of me. I did not mean to do that to you, teammate. I apologize.
So yeah, this was my first PC build. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys got some inspiration from this, or at least satisfied your thirst for learning how to build a PC. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. See ya. Bye.